Morning, everybody. Quick update. Switched out the plugs. We did the change the air bleeds on the carburetor and the idle feed restrictors. Took the car out for a little rip and came back to check the plugs, and they were looking pretty good. Timing mark's kind of hard to read on these, but I went ahead and added two more degrees to put it up to 34. I think it looks like the timing mark is above the curve there. These were the previous setting, so I think we're heading in the right direction here. They all look about the same. So I got the old plugs here, the new plugs are laying down. But while I had that apart, I put a bore scope in the cylinders, and I noticed there was some, looked like the pistons were hitting the heads. If you look right here where this is clear, here, they were all touching. Before I would go and clean these up, they were all, looked like they were touching a little bit. And on this side, just two of them, here and here, and that was with the 39 thousandths gasket. The Fel Pro, is it the Fel Pro, that's 39 thousandths, the 1011-2. So I forgot to take into equation the piston rocking in the bore with these 2618 pistons, and we had the quench a little too tight. So I've ordered some new Cometic gaskets that should give us the correct clearance, and we'll have this back together in a couple days. Still planning on going racing on the 28th, but I was just always at idle, I didn't really hear a noise, but under a load, putting the car in gear, it always sounded like there was a flutter, like there was a miss or something. And I've checked the rockers and checked everything that I could, but it turns out got it down to the short block. And so you can see, like right around here, when piston comes up and rocks, and it's this got cleaned up a little bit, but this one right here was the worst one. So the pistons are about 3 thousandths in the hole, but when you rock it, it's like 10 thousandths above the deck. So minus that from the 39 thousandths. Some people average it out. I'm just going to play it safe and go with the tallest part, which was 10 thousandths out of the hole. And I measured and I ordered a 50 thousandths Cometic gasket, or like 51, I think. But nonetheless, we're going to go with that and see if we can clear up that fluttering. Again, doing some research, and some other folks online, they mentioned the same thing. They said, yeah, I don't know, I always sounded like there was a flutter going on or something, and when they took the engine down, they could see witness marks of the piston just tapping the head. So I don't want to crush the rod bearings or anything like that, so taking the precaution, putting some thicker head gaskets on this thing. We'll lose about 0.4 of a point of compression, but I think you're going to make more power without the piston hitting the head than having a tight quench and the piston hitting the head. So that's kind of where I'm at here. Just want to give you guys an update. Make sure you take that into account when you're measuring for your head gaskets. Is depending on the piston material, the piston to wall clearance, pistons will rock a little bit in the bore. So, and then I think they rock when they're coming up and changing direction. That's what is my understanding. But of course, as the piston heats up, it'll rock less. But I'm just measuring off a cold, and I'm going on the safe side. 10 thousandths out of the hole, going with a 50 thousandths head gasket, and that'll give us a 40 thousandths quench, which is right in the area where we want to be. So just want to give you guys an update. Yeah, right there, and then this side. But yeah, it was funny. I'm always trying to figure out what that flutter was. Sounded like it had a miss or something, but I checked everything, and it was nothing to do with the ignition. So it turns out the little flutter is the piston's kissing the bottom of the cylinder heads. So we're going to fix that. And already ordered the gaskets from Summit. They should be here in a day or two. and we'll probably have the car back fired up Sunday or Monday, and then the race is the next following Saturday. So we've got 9 days to get this all back together. Shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully have it done this weekend. All right, guys. Thanks. Hope everybody has a good day.